Do you remember when Thomas the Tank Engine ran his branch line alone? You do? Good. Now we can begin. It was a cold, frosty morning, just a week before Christmas. And Thomas? Well, Thomas was running...
Late! We're going to be late!
We are not going to be late.
We are never late.
6 minutes down, the nerve of that tractor! Who does he think he is? Whenever should I wait for him and his... Oh!
Ah, here he comes.
Yeah, about time too.
Not holding you up, are we?
Oh, not at all! Bother your caterpillar tracks, useless lumbering things. Hurry up, won't you?
You weren't saying my caterpillars were useless when I pulled you out of the snow.
Sorry, can't hear you over the noise. Too busy making up for lost time. Cheerio, Terence.
Nobody knows the branch line like Thomas. Through every part of the year, he keeps his trains running right on time.
And even if you are a little late, no one will notice.
They won't notice, because I won't be late, because I'm never late. Do come along, do come along, do come along. Oh, good morning, Mrs. Kindly. Mrs. Kindly. Mustn't be late, 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 mustn't be late.
Oh dear, shouldn't you be at the station, Thomas?
Unlike you, Bertie, I can make up the time.
Cheap tricks don't win races.
No, but I do. Two minutes down. I can make up 2 minutes, probably. Where's Caroline? Where's Major Wait lately? We mustn't forget him.
Ahem, Thomas, the time.
The guard has blown his... Ow! Shouldn't you have gone?
Shouldn't you be here?
Why the Major takes the train to town, I've no idea.
I have ideas. Perhaps you should give up smoking.
I say, Johnny Porchove, you chaps be running so very late.
I thought you didn't like waiting, Thomas.
I, don't.
Slow down!
2 minutes down. I can do it. I can do it.
We are going too fast.
Much too fast.
Oh, relax. Oh, the station! All change?
Not bad.
Oh, that's very kind, Henry. Remind me not to wait for you next time you're late.
I'm never late. Or at least I always make up the the time. Oh. That's not my signal.
No, it's mine. It's the Fat Controller's winter timetable. I finish at the big station now. Toodaloo.
That engine has such a nerve.
Thomas does love his branch line dearly, but running along the main line was a special treat. And it was nice to be around the big engines again.
Hey, James, where's the tree?
The big tree? Henry's bringing up in a couple days for the pie. I assume you'll be coming?
I assume I will be too. Your decorations are amazing. This is going to be the best party yet.
Oh, and I thought you were too busy on your branch line to spend any time with us, little Thomas.
Well, it's Christmas. Someone's got to keep Percy company.
Maybe you could give him some pointers on arranging coaches.
Maybe you could arrange them yourself.
Oh, well, really? Fetch him yourself. I'll fetch...
Percy, how dare you? Don't give him the option. Tell him to arrange him himself.
Shut up, James. Fetch him yourself.
Oh, Thomas, we can't take you anywhere.
Oh, all right. I'll fetch his silly coaches. Anything for a quiet Christmas.
Thank you.
Honestly, this lot haven't changed at all.
I'll bet you've missed it, though.
Don't tell anyone.
The Fat Controller was in his office.
Yes, and then James can go...
He had been working on the final version of his winter timetable all morning, and had given strict orders not to be disturbed.
Oh. Who is it?
My apologies for interrupting you, sir. There's a gentleman from the quarry management who wishes to speak with you.
Very well.
This way, if you please, sir.
Come in, my good man. I'm just making the final adjustments to our winter timetable. Now then, what seems to be the bother?
The bother is this. We've just received a rush order of stone and we need someone to deliver it, eh?
And, what do you need from me?
We need you to deliver it.
Thomas, just the engine I wanted to see. There's been a bit of a change.
Oh?
We've just agreed a very important contract with the quarry, so you will have to stay on your branch line over Christmas.
Thomas? What's wrong? Has your train been delayed?
No. It's worse than that.
Oh?
It's been cancelled.
Oh?
Percy! The Fat Controller's cancelled Christmas!
Now, Thomas, don't do anything silly.
Why would I? It's not being silly would get me to the sheds for Christmas.
Thomas was cross all morning. And all afternoon. He was still cross the next day. And the next. Not even the cheerful faces of Mr. and Mrs. Kindly could cheer Thomas up. More than anything, he wanted to spend his Christmas with the big engines, with their lights, and their tinsel, and their tree. The new timetable meant that Thomas didn't even run all the way to the big station anymore. Henry and James collected his trucks at the junction. But everyone was very busy, and one day Henry was
late. He'll never make up the time at this rate. Talk about guaranteed connections.
Yes, always late. What a shambles. We know.
I can't wait here all day. These trucks need to get to the big station. I wonder if... If Henry's going to take this long, I might as well take the train myself. It is an urgent shipment, after all. A special, you know.
Thomas? What about us? What about our passengers?
Perhaps if I do this well, that control will let me run to the big station until Christmas Day.
The Fat Controller had just made the last adjustment to his timetable when he heard an extraordinary noise.
Thomas?
Angry passengers swarmed the platform. They wanted to know where their coaches were.
Ow!
And they weren't
Thomas!
the only ones.
What are you doing there? Where are my coaches?
There. Oh no. Ow!
Thomas, is that you? Miss Gordon, what are you doing there?
I could ask the same question.
I brought the stone delivery, sir.
Yes, I can see that. But why?
Well, Henry didn't show up, sir, and I thought... Well, I thought it would be more efficient if I could bring the stone myself, instead of waiting at the junction all the time. And if it was, then maybe I might be able to come to the big sheds for Christmas, sir.
Thomas, you have upset my arrangements. This platform is blocked, the passengers have no coaches, and I do not know who is running your branch line.
Oh, I'd forgotten that.
So when you thought you'd bring the stone yourself, you weren't thinking very much at all, were you?
No, sir.
I am disappointed. Take these trucks to the yard and return to your branch line at once. I have a timetable to amend.
I wonder who'll take us out today.
I hope it's Percy again. He was delightful.
Back in this dump again. Great.
James didn't settle in at all.
Right, time to go.
But what about...
Oi! Oi! Where's he going without these then?
Fancy a race?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Two minutes down, James.
So are you, and it's not my fault.
It was. He didn't listen at all to our advice.
We left some of our most important passengers behind.
Well, they should have been on time to the platform. And what are you supposed to be?
Where's Thomas?
Indisposed. This is my branch line now.
It wasn't James's branch line for very long.
What do you mean he didn't wait to collect your milk? Now it's spoiled.
The Fat Controller's office had never received so many calls of complaint.
When you were late, then what do you mean he refuses to take the stone trucks? That's why I sent him there. No, I will not take a call from Annie and Clarabelle. I am trying to run a railway. Good afternoon, Annie. How is it?
Of course, no one told Thomas why he was back on his branch line, and he was still feeling down about not going to the party. Pulling trains was the last thing he wanted to do.
Oh, Thomas! We are glad to have you back.
Finally, someone who really understands our needs. Is Terence running late again?
I suppose I'll make up the time on the way.
Ah, glad to see you waited for me this time.
Where have you been?
Been delayed.
Thomas, we're running late.
I suppose I'll make up the time later on.
Thomas! I know you're upset about not going to the big sheds for Christmas, but you still have a branch line to run.
What would our passengers do without you? And what about the important stone delivery?
Honestly, this morning you've been just as bad as James.
James.
You're right. I'm sorry. I have been a silly engine, haven't I? Right. Can't let the most important part of the region flounder just before Christmas.
Exactly.
Let's make up for lost time.
At last!
Thomas worked hard for the rest of the day, and the harder he worked, the happier he became. He had found his Christmas spirit again, and was delighted to share it with everyone he met.
How are we going to fit that in me?
It's going to be a quiet Christmas.
Don't be silly, Thomas.
You've still got us.
Yeah, I suppose I do.
Dreadful. My system's all out of sort. Okay. Come on.
Would you like me to help you to the big station?
No. I'll manage. Just need to get my my breath back. Yes, please.
You'll be alright, won't you, Annie and Clarabelle? But we do need to get the passengers home.
Oh, yes. Don't worry about us. We aren't going anywhere.
Excuse me. Pardon me, sir. No, only on Tuesdays. Yes, thank you, madam. Well done, Thomas. Splendid job.
Thank you, sir. I hope I haven't upset your arrangements.
If anything, you have improved upon them. If you could take Henry to the sheds, you're more than welcome to stay for the festivities.
Really? Oh, sir.
Thomas, you came back.
Of course I did. Come on, let's go home. Is that Mr. Kindly?
Hold it right there, my good steam engine.
Are you alright, sir?
No, I've had a spot of bother with my transportation, and I need to make it to Farquhar tonight. I've a very important journey this evening, you see.
I see. Well, jump aboard. We'll get you there.
Splendid, splendid!
What's going on? What is all this?
They're here for you, Thomas. They're here for your party.
My party? But I... Wow. Is that all for me?
Yes, of course, you silly old engine. And that's not all.
Trust you to run late.
I had, unexpected pickup. Wow, look at all this.
Not bad, is it?
Bad at all.
The others felt sorry that you weren't going back to the sheds with your other railway colleagues.
And what about you, Caroline?
She broke down. She can't go anywhere.
It's just funny. It's just funny.
And now it's time for the grand finale.
What's this? A movie?
Shh, it's one of Mr. Kindly's film reels. look so different on camera.
No, you don't. Look just as ugly as ever.
Gosh, Clarabelle, look how young we both are.
I can't see anything.
This must all be from my first day on the branch line. Hold on, I remember that day. Down those trucks. Oh, of course that had to be on camera. It's a bit embarrassing.
Oh, it's me.
Gosh, you haven't changed a bit.
Honestly, how embarrassing. Oh, look at you, forgetting the guard.
You must admit, Thomas, that was a little silly.
Very silly indeed.
Thank you, everyone. That was a lovely present. I'm so lucky to have such incredible friends.
Soon, too soon for Thomas, it was time for everyone to go home. The yard fell silent, leaving nothing but an old projector and warm memories.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Merry Christmas, Clarabelle. Merry Christmas, everyone.